This year's Class 4, 5, and 6 Boys and Girls Championships will be held March 17th through the 19th at the state-of-the-art JQH Arena and the historic Viewing Student Center on the campus of Missouri State University. They plan now to be courtside Springfield this March to see the state's top teams basketball championship at one of the nation's premier basketball facilities. Be sure to follow all the state basketball playoffs online at www.michigan.org and enjoy this year's Michigan basketball games.
As we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri, Class 4 District 12 basketball quarterfinal action here
to high school basketball on 91.7 KNEO.
That should be a fun one here.
Now, let's go to the game.
Cassville earned the number 6 seed in the district. A pleasant Saturday afternoon as we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri as we get set for Class 4 District 12 girls basketball quarterfinal action here inside Seneca High School as I am Ben Wolcott, joined here by Zachary Bertrand. Countdown to tip-off sponsors here this evening, TTC Broadband and UMAC Electric. That should be a fun one here between Cassville and Seneca. Cassville earned the number 6 seed in the district tournament. They finished their regular season 12 and 13 overall. East Newton comes into the game on a little bit of a hot streak as they were 14 and 11 overall, and they actually pulled off an upset on Monday evening as they beat Mount Vernon 33-31, so they come in with a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, you know, I'm excited. I got to watch East Newton a little bit in the Holiday Classic earlier this year, so I know what they can do. I know what they bring to the table, obviously. I mean, they've got some good players. Josie Gwynn, she was in the three-point contest there in the Holiday Classic, so she can shoot it very well. And, you know, I haven't seen Cassville at all this season, so I'm excited. You know, it's my first year doing district stuff with you guys, so I'm super excited to be alongside you, man.
It should be a fun one. We already have one mini upset here in this district bracket as the first contest, Lamar beat Aurora. It was by 9 points. I've heard about 3 different scores. The consensus is it was a 9-point game, but they obviously weren't 100% sure about the score, and so we've heard a couple of different things, but the Lamar will face Seneca on Tuesday night. That's a 6 o'clock start time. We'll have that game for you, and then this winner of this contest between East Newton and Cassville will face the winner of the game going on right now, Mount Vernon and Monette. Mount Vernon has an 11-point lead, 30-19 with 5:01 to go in the contest, so it's looking like it'll be Mount Vernon, but obviously a lot can happen in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know, we got to watch most of this game, and both teams came ready to play. You know, we talked about it earlier. I think if you're Mount Vernon, you've been here before, so you know what it takes to get to that district championship.
And they obviously will be pretty hungry to get back. They went to the state championship game last year. They unfortunately fell in that contest last year, but they went to the state title game last year, so they know what it comes down to, what they need to do to pull out a victory. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved because high school activities are about learning life values. Your friends at KNEO Radio and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri. Should be a fun one between these two teams. There's still about 4.5 minutes to go in the contest between Mount Vernon and Monette. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll dive into the matchup a little bit. You're listening and watching to high school basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network.
The concession stands, if you look right, the concession stands over there.
Access Family Paramedical and Dental Clinic serves Southwest Missouri. We know there is confusion. We know there are different opinions. We respect all people. We want you, your family, our entire community to be safe. Please get the facts about COVID vaccines. No hype, just facts. GetVaccineAnswers.org. At Access Family Care, we value life, good health. Consider being vaccinated. Get the facts. GetVaccineAnswers.org.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is GTC Broadband. They would like to wish all the area...
If you're a weekend warrior...
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is GTC Broadband. They would like to wish all the area teams much success both in the classroom and during their athletic competitions. GTC Broadband is located at 126 South Beaver Avenue in Granby, Missouri, and serve customers in the Granby and Diamond area. They offer internet and telephone service to both homes and businesses. To learn more, their website is www.gtcbroadband.net or by phone at 417-472-6211.
Stella, Missouri is proud to be sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on KNEO. Owned by Judy and Danny Harper, Harper's Kennel of Stella, Missouri specializes in French Bulldogs. For more information, the phone number is 417-628-3083.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized for delivering quality specialty care safely and effectively. They were recently named a 2017 CareCheck's Top 100 in the nation for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
We're going to try and switch to
15, 17, no fit. 18. Okay, water
So we're just going to take all your stuff with you.
There are no atheists in foxholes. Billy Graham has a fitting song.
It seems to be instinctive in man to pray in times of trouble.
How about you? Are you in the midst of a battle and you don't know what to do? Well, think foxholes.
God answers prayer. With God, nothing is impossible. No problem is too difficult. No burden too heavy for His love. If Jesus needed to pray, how much more we need to pray today. The scripture says, pray without ceasing. This should be the motto of every true follower of Christ. Never stop praying, no matter how dark and hopeless your case may be.
You can learn more about prayer at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. From the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A message sponsored by the Sky High Broadcasting Corporation.
Thunder leads to a storm. Disaster strikes, you gotta get informed. When the roof is open for you, call the masters, nothing else will do. Master, you gotta see our Christ-like guarantee. Master, we take the worry away, no down payment to pay. Restoration done right. Roof Masters remodeling.
between East Newton and Cassville. And we welcome you back as we get set for action here. The Mount Vernon Lady Mountaineers are starting to run away with this contest, so it looks like Mount Vernon will advance to the district semifinals on Tuesday evening, and they would face the winner of our next contest, which is the one that we're waiting for here, between East Newton and Cassville.
So pretty evenly matched teams here.
And you look at the matchup, like we said, East Newton comes in 14-11 overall. You really have to look at the neutral site record more than anything else here, Zach. They're 5-4, Cassville 4-6, so they're pretty well even between the two teams.
Distance to lead, so
we we shall see what happens here is there is an injury down low, and so they're gonna take some time here for that injury. Hopefully she is okay. With a situation like this, nobody gets too banged up, especially when you're looking to advance to the next round.
Yeah, you always hate to see injuries, no matter the game, no matter the sport. So I wish the best for that young lady.
Yeah, with basketball there. Like we said, these two teams very evenly matched. It actually is kind of interesting here. East Newton comes in 9-11 against Cassville. Cassville has had the better of them throughout the years. They've only met once in the postseason. Of course, these records only go back to 2007. They've probably met more times since then, but this is the only record that we have of them playing each other since then. And they're 0-1. And so that was actually in last year's tournament. That's East Newton, if I remember correctly, beat 32-23, so you may see something just as low scoring here this evening when it comes to these two squads.
Definitely think East Newton probably come in with a little fire under themselves and kind of a little bit of a revenge game here because of what happened last year.
And also, too, when you think about it, between these two teams, there's a little bit of match. They try and slow things down. You think about it, Seneca only beat them by 9. I remember at the final score was a 9-point win between those two teams, and they were able to pull out an upset of Vernon on Monday night. So we're a little bit try and slow things down and think about the Holiday Classic. That North Kansas City team was very good. They lost in the championship game on the all side bracket. East Newton held them to 27 points. They lost 27-22 the final. And so I think you will see this East Newton team try and slow teams down regardless of who it is. If they want to pull out a victory, no matter who that team is, they are hoping that the game will be below 30.
Yeah, I was thinking when you said how much each team's averaging this year, I think for East Newton tonight, I think the number you have to hold Cassville under is under 30, under 35, something like that. Because I think, you're scoring, what was it, they were scoring almost 40 points a game, something like that. So I think if you hold them under 35, under 30, I think you've got a good chance of walking out here with the W.
And the winner of our contest here between East Newton and Cassville will face Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon finally does pull away from Monette there in that 45-24 final score of that contest. So 2 of our first 3 games are done this evening. And then you have Monday night the boys bracket, Tuesday semifinals on the girls side. The winner of this contest face Mount Vernon at 7:30 Tuesday night. Seneca and the bar get that night started at 6 o'clock. And then championship Friday night will always be a fun one when you get to play for a district championship, no matter who it is. Championship Friday night is at 6 o'clock. Should be a fun one here as they get set for action between East Newton and Cassville. It's the number 3 seed, East Newton, and the number 6 Cassville. They'll take the time out. Come back with more preview after this. Listening and watching East Newton High School basketball here on the game.
Number 14, Harrison 1, St. Pete 2, Harry Smith 1, Brian Steele 2, Woodlake Mountaineers, Charlie Baker 15, Jim Paxton 14, Ray Foster 7, Jody Prescott 6, Annie Hall 1, and Parks 2.
That girl with the bright orange shoes on shooting lights out. I won the second.
Who's this over here?
Cassville.
Obviously, the loser has their season end, so neither team wants that to happen.
Yeah, I've taken a look at both teams down here on the court. It's like Cassville, the size game, like you said, it's kind of been, I think it was Monday night, you said they got that big win over Mount Vernon, so they definitely come in with a little confidence, a little confidence. I mean, you come to this game, you beat this team already once this year, so I think you know you have what it takes to be in the game.
Should be a fun one here this evening between these two teams. Cassville comes in, they have slow straight, so they're looking to pull a victory here this evening as they lost to Aurora 37-33, now running 45-33, and the Beta 53-26. Their last victory about a month ago, and 51-35, so they're looking.
Yeah, you definitely don't like to lose ball games, that's for sure. I mean, you definitely don't want to lose that's one of the worst things that you can go through, especially as a senior. You don't want your season to end that early. You want to compete as long as you can. So I'm expecting a super good game tonight.
Should be a fun one here between these two schools, as it is East Newton and Cassville here. I'll come back with more of the video after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
I'm just getting here this evening. We'll go ahead, take another timeout, come back with more of the preview after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
It seems awfully elusive, but it can be found. Billy Graham explains.
Today, in the hearts of men is inner conflict and inner division and strife. And deep down in the souls of men, there is no peace. The Bible talks about the peace of God that every person can know. Man's greatest need at this hour is peace with God. God can give you his peace today.
So how do you get to God to get this peace? Through a relationship with Jesus Christ. Here's Franklin Graham.
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by him. There's not many ways to God. There's only one way to God. That's through Jesus Christ. He loves you. He wants to forgive you. He wants to save you.
Want to find true peace that only Jesus can provide? Then visit us at findpeacewithgod.net.
Stashed away at First Community Bank. Our new Swipe and Save program makes it a lot easier to stash money away into savings. Once you enroll your First Community Bank checking account into the program, your savings will grow every time you swipe any MasterCard debit card that is tied to your checking account. Swipe and Save automatically rounds up each debit card purchase to the nearest dollar and then transfers the change into your savings account. It's that easy. Call or stop by a First Community Bank location for enrollment details.
First Community Bank, member FDIC.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
And we welcome you back as we get set here for action. Your countdown to tip-off sponsors GTC Broadband and Numac Electric. Your pregame show and also your starting lineups here this evening. Those also brought to you by GTC Broadband and Numac Electric. Let's get the visiting starters first. First for the visiting Cassville Lady Wildcats. And for that, here is Zach Bertrand.
Starting for the Cassville Lady Wildcats tonight is Shariah Seymour, Riley Morris, Marianne McCracken, and Ashley Bryan and Madison Holterman.
Cassville is coached by Reed Smith. He's assisted by Matt Holtzman and Emily Pry. They come in, like we said, at 12 and 13 overall. Losers of 3 straight, so they are looking to rebound. Now the starting lineups for the East Newton Lady Patriots. They come in at 14 and 11 overall.
Starting for the East Newton Lady Patriots tonight, McKenna Brazier, Alyssa Coffey, Caitlin Cook, Shaw Coburn, and Josie Gwynn.
Should be a fun one here this evening between these two teams, as it is East Newton and Cassville. Here this evening, the head coach of the Lady Patriots is Jason Cole. He's assisted by Morgan Brightwell. 2 minutes to go here until we get to the tip-off of this one. And Zach, you said you think it'll be a defensive battle here. I tend to agree with you. You know, maybe first 1 to 35 wins the game here this evening.
Yeah, you know, I said earlier, you know, I think the team to hold the other team under 35 will come out of this game with a win, and I think, like you said, the first team to score 35 will come out of this game with a win. But I'm expecting kind of a low-scoring game like their game earlier this year was. But I think both teams kind of know how the other team's defense works, so I wouldn't be surprised also if we maybe see a high-scoring game. So we'll see what happens.
As it should be a fun one here between these two teams, as we are almost ready for tip-off between East Newton, the 3 seed, and the number 6 seed Cassville. As they're just waiting for the starting lineups to be introduced here, we will go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the contest for you. You're watching and listening to high school basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Mower Pro Plus, your authorized snapper dealer for Southwest Missouri, is excited to bring you this Patriot sporting event. Located at 1220 Ridgewood Drive in Neosho, Mower Pro Plus would like to congratulate all the Patriot athletes on a fantastic season. Let Mower Pro Plus and Snapper Lawn Equipment help your yard look great. Contact Mower Pro Plus today, your authorized snapper dealer for Southwest Missouri, at 417-451-0077. Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
And we welcome you back as they just introduced the Cassville Lady Wildcats, now introducing the East Newton Lady Patriots once again. The starters for Cassville: Sharia Seymour, Riley Morris, Marianne McCracken, Ashlyn Bryan, and Madison Halterman. Starters for the Lady Patriots: Caitlin Cook, McKenna Brazier, Shaw Coburn, Alyssa Coffey, and Josie Gwynn. Cassville, the road uniforms, the road yellows, black trim and black numbers. East Newton, the home whites with red and blue trim, red numbers. Cassville will be going right to left here in the first half. East Newton left to right, as it will be jumping for Cassville Seymour, jumping for the Lady Patriots. I believe that's Shaw Coburn.
Yes, it is.
As we are set for the final game of quarterfinal action here on Saturday. Right-handed layup up and in quickly for Ashlyn Bryan, and it is 2-0 for Cassville. Almost looks like a set play out of the tip-off as they were able to tip it to her, and she goes in for the bucket. Now East Newton has the basketball, working right wing side in the corner to Coburn, down low in the post, trying to get it back out to Caitlin Cook, and it goes out of bounds. Cassville basketball. 2-0 Lady Wildcats, 29 seconds into the contest, as they're going to come against some full court pressure. Seymour swings it to McCracken, and a steal by Shaw Coburn for the Lady Patriots. She's going to drive and dribble it off of her foot. So the basketball will go back to Cassville. As once again that full court pressure here for East Newton. McCracken with the basketball, picks up her dribble. They get it across the timeline to Seymour. Seymour with it for Cassville, left corner driving, kicking back out to McCracken, fakes the three, puts up the little runner, trying to bank it in, no good, and it is off of Shaw Coburn, so it will stay Cassville basketball. as they will trigger it in underneath the basket with Ashlyn Bryan, left baseline. Getting it in, trying to kick it in the corner to McCracken, out of bounds. So it will stay Cassville basketball here again. 105 into the contest. It's 2-0 here for the Lady Wildcats. As right corner, McCracken with it, thought about a three, decides against it, gets it to Seymour, top of the key. Working left wing side with it is Bryan. Excuse me, that was actually Halterman with the basketball. Trying to get it down low, tipped around. McCracken comes away with it, works through the double team. Wild shot, no good, and the rebound to Shaw Coburn for the Lady Patriots. Coburn gets walled off there. Right wing side. Nice bounce pass down low to Cook. She got rejected by the rim, and they call a foul, so Caitlin Cook will go to the free throw line. 4-2, chance to tie it up as the foul is on Madison Halterman, her first, team's first.
Sponsoring today's broadcast is Access Family Care, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, NewMac Electric, ProLube Maintenance Center, First Community Bank, Crowder College with Big Nickel, and Roof Masters Remodeling.
As the first one rolls in there for Cook, one more coming. Chance to tie the contest up. As the second one is up and short. Ball tipped around to East Newton, though, as Brazier with it. Swings it to Coburn. A right wing three, no good. Cook fighting for the rebound. It's scrummed around. Coffey able to snag it, and they call a foul on Cassville. Second team foul on the Lady Wildcats. It's 2-1 right now. Cassville, 6:08 to go here. First quarter, as Ashlyn Bryan picks up her first foul. Gwynn to trigger it in. Back to Gwynn, left corner. Three is drained by Josie Gwynn. And just like that, it is a 4-2 lead for East Newton. 5:50 to go here. First quarter of play. It's left wing side. They get it across the timeline. Not expecting the pass was Halterman. It's stolen. Now a scrum for the basketball, and they call a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to give it to East Newton. 4-2 Lady Patriots, 5:45 to go here. Opening quarter of play in the final quarterfinal game of the day here from Seneca High School. Got boys quarterfinals Monday, semifinals Tuesday and Thursday. Girls are Tuesday night, boys Thursday night. Left wing three for Cook is short, and a nice box out there by Halterman. So they get it in Seymour, gets it across to McCracken. McCracken not paying that close attention. Almost hit her on the head. Free throw line, kicking it out. A right wing three, no good for Bryan, but an offensive rebound by Halterman. As they work it back around to McCracken, top of the key towards the right wing side. Right corner now, Bryan down low. Right-handed layup was too hard, but another offensive rebound as Halterman comes away with it for Cassville. Top of the key to McCracken. Swings it left wing three for Halterman. That's long. Offensive rebound and putback is up and in for Sharia Seymour, and we're tied at 4. 4:35 to go here, opening quarter of play. Brazier with the basketball for East Newton. Swings it to Coburn, top of the key to Gwynn, left wing back to Brazier, left corner to Cook. Cook thought about a three, decides against it. Pass too tall for Coburn, and that is a backcourt violation. They're going to say she had the basketball and then went over the line. It was tipped, but she corralled it in the front court, went back to the back court, and that gives it back to Cassville as Cameron Clement and Kylie Cole check in for the Lady Wildcats. That was the Lady Patriots for East Newton. Top of the key, faking the three there was Halterman, and she picked up her dribble, so a turnover. Ball goes back to East Newton. Is a little bit sloppy here early as we're tied at 4. 4:05 to go here, opening quarter of play.
You gotta wonder if part of it is nerves for all the ladies out here tonight. You know, playing in a big game. win this one, you move on to the next round, that closer to the district championship.
Also, you lose, you go home. Josie Gwynn popping a 3, no good. Out of bounds off of Cameron Clement. And like you said, nerves could be part of it. And also, too, it's a weird start time. You know, high schoolers are creatures of habit. And to have a start time on a Saturday at 4 o'clock is not that usual for them, as driving to the hole and getting fouled was Riley Morris for Cassville. So she will go to the free throw line for 2. First team foul on East Newton, and the first on Kylie Cole. So Halterman at the free throw line. Excuse me, that's not Halterman. It was Morris to the free throw line for 2.
GTC Broadband, Clicks and More Convenience Store, Harper's Kennel, Lower Pro Plus, Max Steel, Clicks and More Hardware Store, and Missouri Southern State University all sponsoring this game.
As the first one rims out for Morris, one more coming. As the second one rims out as well, so she goes 0 of 2. So we're still tied at 4, 3:35 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Low scoring first quarter of play, but Zach, I think you and I talked about it. You know, first one to 30 might be, we talked about 35 at the rate we're going, it might be the first one to 30. Brazier with the basketball for East Newton, down low to Clement. Even further down low, trying to bank it in, no good. Offensive rebound, back out to Brazier. Kicks it right wing, 3 for Gwynn, and that's missed long. Offensive rebound, trying to get it was Coburn, and it is out of bounds off of Shaw Coburn, so the ball will go back to Cassville.
Proudly supporting the East Newton Patriots in tonight's game is Newton County Commissioner Alan Cook.
Still 4 all, 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play, as East Newton coming with some backcourt pressure. Almost able to snag it. Gets it in the front court to Seymour. She drives. Her little floater in the lane, no good. A rebound to Cole for East Newton. Gets it to Brazier, who loses it off of her foot. Seymour with the steal for Cassville. Seymour drives, free throw line. Out to McCracken, out of bounds. And it will go back to Cassville. A little sloppy here in the early going, as I think it's been about 3 or 4 minutes since either team has scored a point. Only one made field goal by East Newton. 2 for the Lady Wildcats. Clement with the basketball for East Newton. Free throw line to Cole, who drives, gets walled off, still tries to put it up, can't bank it in, and the rebound to Halterman for East Newton. Gets it to Seymour. Seymour now to McCracken. McCracken gets it across the timeline. Left wing side to Halterman. Back out top of the key to Bryan. Left wing to McCracken. Trying to get it down low to Morris. Her runner is no good. Offensive rebound is no good, and they call a foul. Could think there was a foul over the back there, as Cole looked like she had good positioning, but she's going to pick up her second and the team's second. So 2 free throws coming here for Riley Morris, who missed her first 2.
Sally Tire, Promised Land Fellowship, Eric Norris, WH Farms, and SMB sponsoring this broadcast.
As she makes the first one, Shock, Caitlin Cook, and Alyssa Coffey check back in for the Lady Patriots. One more coming here for Morris. The second one is good. So it's 6-4 East Newton, 1:55 to go here. We have a timeout. I believe it's a 30-second timeout back here in 30 seconds on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is GTC Broadband. They would like to wish all the area teams much success both in the classroom and during their athletic competitions. GTC Broadband is located at 126 South Beaver Avenue in Granby, Missouri, and serve customers in the Granby and Diamond area. They offer internet and telephone service to both homes and businesses. To learn more, their website is www.gtcbroadband.net or by phone at 417-472-6211.
And we welcome you back. Cassville, the 6-4 lead. 1:55 to go here in the first quarter of play. Not a whole lot of scoring here in the early going, but we kind of expected that, as East Newton with the basketball, as Coburn will bring it up for the Lady Patriots. Gets it across the midcourt stripe, swings it to Cook in the right corner to Coffey. The ball got tipped, and McCracken able to steal it. McCracken going one-on-one against Cook. Her shot was swatted away, and Cook comes away with the basketball for the Lady Patriots. Cook in the front court, right wing side. Ball gets bumped from behind. McCracken with the good job of forcing the jump ball, and that works as a turnover because possession goes to Cassville. So they'll trigger it in against full court pressure. As in the backcourt with it is Bryan. They get it in the front court to Morris, who drives right-handed layup too hard. Offensive rebound for Halterman, and she gets the bucket to fall. 8-4 Cassville. 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. As Coburn picks up her dribble, swings it to Gwynn as went for the steal. Gwynn drives, got the shot rejected, but she is fouled on the play. So Gwynn will go to the free throw line for 2. She's got 3 of the 4 points for Cassville as Riley Morris picks up her first personal third-team foul. So first free throw is up and missing. One more coming. As coming in for Cassville is Pasley Burbridge, replacing Riley Morris.
To keep up on the latest broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio and follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports.
It's an 8-5 Cassville lead now as Gwynn goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 54.8 to go here in the first quarter. 30-second timeout on the KNEO Sports Network.
We know your future plans and college plans may have changed, but your goals have not.
Crowder College is here to serve you.
Whether you plan to start a career or transfer to a university, Crowder provides opportunities to keep your dreams alive.
Providing personalized attention, affordable tuition, convenient access, hands-on experience, and transferable options are our specialties.
We are your neighbors and your friends. Crowder.edu.
We are much more than an education.
And we welcome you back as it is an 8-5 lead right now here for Cassville. 54.8 seconds to go here in the opening quarter of play. As right now, East Newton having a hard time finding an open look. They only have one made field goal. It's a 3 by Josie Gwynn. As Cassville will trigger it in against full court pressure. They have the full baseline to run. McCracken to trigger it in. She gets it into Seymour. Seymour back to McCracken. McCracken across the midcourt stripe. Swings it right wing side in the corner to Halterman, trying to get it down low. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Pasley Burbridge. So it will become East Newton basketball. With 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Brazier with the basketball for East Newton. Looks like a little 3-2 zone here for the Lady Wildcats as the 3 is no good for Coburn. It's tipped around back to her. Drives, kicks out left wing 3 for Cook, and that's no good. Missed long, and a defensive rebound there by Burbridge. Gets it to Seymour, now to McCracken with 15 to go here in the first quarter of play. McCracken now with 5 to go. Top of the key, gets a screen set, drives. Kicks out with 3 to go. Top of the key, they got to pop the 3, and they're not. Oh, the shot will count if it goes. And the shot does not go for Madison Halterman. End of the first quarter of play. It is Cassville 8 and Seneca 5, or excuse me, East Newton 5. Back in 60 seconds here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Surprise you to hear Billy Graham say this about being a Christian.
I want to tell you, it's not easy to follow Christ. The temptations are tremendous. The pressures on you are tremendous. There are troubles and problems that will arise.
Now, before you get discouraged, there's something else you should know.
In the midst of it, Jesus is with you. And in the midst of it, you can smile. In the midst of it, there will be a joy so deep that you cannot even explain it. In the midst of it will be the assurance that you're ready to die. And if you're ready to die, then you're ready to live.
You can have that same assurance, and someone's ready to talk with you about it right now when you call 888-388-2683. 888-388-2683. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A message sponsored by the Sky High Broadcasting Corporation.
East Newton basketball as we begin second quarter play, going left to right here. To begin the second quarter, Cook with the basketball, swings it to Brazier. Brazier back to Cook in the left corner, fakes the three, back to Brazier. Brazier picks up her dribble, kicks it in the right corner. Clement, a 15-footer, it looked online, just rimmed out, and the rebound goes to Ashlyn Bryant. Gets it to McCracken in the front court for Cassville. Swings it to Seymour, free throw line. Back out, right corner, three is missed long, and it goes off. It looked like the backside of the backboard. On the other end, Gwen drives down low. Her right-handed layup was partially blocked by Seymour. So a little bit more action here to start the second quarter of play, as Seymour with it in the front court for Cassville. Still 8-5 for the Lady Wildcats, 1 minute into the second quarter. Down low, they try and get it to Seymour, poked away. She gets it back, trying to bank it in. No good. Scrum for the basketball goes to Coffey for Lady Patriots. Gets it to Gwen. Gwen in the front court to Coffey. Got to wait for teammates to get in the front court. Cook drives baseline, trying to pass it to Clement, and a nice steal there by Ashlyn Bryant. Gets it to Seymour for the Lady Wildcats. Seymour in the front court for Cassville. Minute and a half into the second quarter, neither team has scored here in the second. Kraken swings it left wing side to Halterman. Halterman picks up her dribble, back top of the key to Seymour. Being guarded by Cook. Gets a screen set, picks up for her dribble, swings it right wing side to Bryant. Down low in the post, right-handed layup. Wild shot there, no good for Cassville. Rebound to Gwen for East Newton in the front court. Brazier kicks it to Cook, a right corner three, no good, and the rebound to McCracken, and they call a foul on Josie Gwen, her first and the team's third.
First Community Bank, Crowder College, Big Nickel, Roof Masters Remodeling, Max Steel, Clicks and More Hardware Store, and Missouri Southern State University sponsoring our broadcast.
As Shaw Coburn and Kylie Cole check in for East Newton. McCracken trying to kick it in the corner to Bryan for East Newton. Ball goes out of bounds. So it'll go back to the Lady Patriots. Still 8-5 Cassville. 5:35 to go here in the first half of play. Brazier in the front court for the Lady Patriots. Swings it to Gwen. Right corner, trying to get it to Coburn. Ball too tall for her. Out of bounds. Back to the Lady Wildcats. It's McCracken with it for Cassville. The semifinal Tuesday night starts at 6 o'clock with Seneca facing Lamar. Mount Vernon faces the winner of this contest at 7:30. As Cassville to trigger it in with Halterman. Gets it into McCracken. Back around, nice passing, right corner three for Bryan is missed long, and the rebound for Cole for East Newton. Gets it to Gwen. Gwen in the front court. Gets it back to Brazier. Brazier, right wing to Coburn. Coburn trying to get it down low to Cole, works through the double team, and the shot partially blocked there by Seymour. In the front court with it is Bryan. They swing it back to McCracken for Cassville. Back to Bryan, down low, free throw line, back out right wing three for McCracken's no good, and it's out of bounds to East Newton. I think we've gone about 10 minutes of game time without a point between the first and second quarter. So we are stuck at 8-5 Cassville. 4:30 to go here in the first half of play. Cassville up by 3. Right corner, Coburn with it for East Newton, walled off, but she is fouled. I think that's going to be on Riley Morris, which would be her second. It's the 4th team foul, and it is on Morris, her second. So Gwynn triggers it into Cole, back to Brazier. Brazier going to drive. Nobody stops her, and the ball gets swatted away by Riley Morris. Back to McCracken. McCracken in the front court. Picks up her dribble to Seymour. Ball got swatted away. She gets it back. Little floater in the lane, up and in for Sharia Seymour. She's got 4. And it's a 5-point advantage here for Cassville. Cook fakes the 3 for East Newton, gets it to Gwynn, top of the key to Brazier. Brazier, right wing side to Coburn. Coburn drives the lane, gets bumped, trying to get it further down low to Cook. Cook gets it back to Coburn, out to Gwynn, top of the key to Brazier. A 3-pointer is good. They actually call it a long 2 for McKenna Brazier. Her foot was on the line. So a long 2, and it's 10-7. 3:10 to go here, opening core half of play. The Wildcats, Lady Wildcats, are up. Left corner, Morris, back to Seymour, top of the key to McCracken for Cassville. Fakes the 3, left wing, Seymour going to pop a 3, and she banks it in. So it's a 13-7 Cassville lead now. 2:40 to go here, opening half of play. Kicks it left corner. Coburn trying to answer for the Lady Patriots. No good. And the rebound to Madison Halterman. As McCracken to bring it up for Cassville. Across the timeline to Seymour. Left corner to Morris. Back to Seymour. Left wing side. Top of the key to McCracken. Halterman trying to post up near the free throw line. Left wing, driving is Morris. Wild shot was blocked out of bounds. And so the ball will stay with Cassville. As they will trigger it in left baseline, getting it in to Morris. And Morris is fouled on the play. So Morris will go back to the free throw line, where so far she's 2 of 4. 4th team foul on East Newton, 1st on Caitlin Cook.
GTC Broadband, Clicks More Convenience Store, Harper's Kennel, Mower Pro Plus, Tally Tire, Promised Land Fellowship, Eric Norris, WH Farms, and SMB sponsoring our game.
That one rimmed in, rimmed out, rimmed in, and then finally fell out for Riley Morris. One more coming. As the second one rims around and in. As it's a 14-7 lead now for Cassville. 2:10 to go here, opening half of play.
To keep up on the latest broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio and follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. Proudly supporting the East Newton Patriots in tonight's game is Newton County Commissioner Alan Cook.
Ball got stolen away from East Newton, and Cassville gets the basketball back. Left corner, back to the left wing side with Seymour, now towards the right wing side with Bryan. Bryan drives, baseline, trying to kick it. It actually went in between the legs of a East Newton player to Burbridge. Can't get the shot to fall, though. went between Caitlin Cook's legs. But it's a 3-2 zone here for Cassville. That's what it, or I should say for East Newton. That's what it looks like. Left corner three is no good, but an offensive rebound for Cassville. McCracken going to pop a three now, and that rattles home for Marianne McCracken. And just like that, it's a 10-point advantage, 17-7. Cassville, 1 minute to go here, the first half of play. Left corner, Coburn out to Gwynn. Gwynn, top of the key to Brazier for East Newton. Back to Gwynn. Swings it to Brazier. Brazier going to pop a three. It was partially deflected, and they call a foul shooting a three. So McKenna Brazier will go to the free throw line for 3 free throws as the foul is on Pasley Burbridge, her first, team's 5th. That could be a big foul if East Newton can make their free throws.
Access Family Care, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Numac Electric, and Pro Lube Maintenance Center sponsoring our broadcast.
So the first two are no good for Brazier as Alyssa Coffey in for East Newton and Riley Morrison for Cassville. Third one for Brazier, and the third one is good. So she makes one of 3. It's a 17-8 lead for Cassville as they get it across the timeline to Bryan. Bryan loses her dribble. It's scrummed around, and East Newton comes away with it. In the front court to Brazier. She drives to the hole, can't get the shot to fall, and then they call a foul on McKenna Brazier. Her first, team's 5th. Frustration foul there as Cassville will trigger it in again against pressure. As Bryan gets it to McCracken. McCracken gets double teamed and the ball stolen. Gwynn, ball gets poked around. Coburn with it now. Drives, maneuvers around the defense, no good. And now Cassville comes away with it with 10 seconds to go. As they get it to McCracken with 5. Back to Bryan with 3. McCracken to pop it at the buzzer, and that is no good to end the first half of play. At halftime, it is Cassville 17 and East Newton 8. The halftime show brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. After this, you're watching and listening to high school basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Incorporated in Diamond, Missouri is proud to be supporting this portion of the game. They specialize in metal building supplies including residential and commercial garage doors, vinyl siding, plus windows and insulation for commercial and residential. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon. Max Steel Incorporated, located at 17982 Elder Road in Diamond, Missouri, or online at maxsteelinc.com. 417-325-5300.
Harper's Kennel of Stella, Missouri is proud to be sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on KNEO. Owned by Judy and Danny Harper, Harper's Kennel of Stella, Missouri specializes in French Bulldogs. For more information, the phone number is 417-628-3083.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized for delivering quality specialty care safely and effectively. They were recently named a 2017 CareCheck's Top 100 in the nation for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is Your Touchstone Energy Partner.
Sponsoring KNEO is the Big Nickel. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
WH Farms Cafe at 105 West Market Street in Diamond, Missouri is a proud supporter of high school sports. They are now open Monday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 8 p.m., while Tuesday through Friday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to serve you delicious daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now they offer a mobile food trailer to accommodate all your catering events. Don't forget to step across the room before or after you eat to check out their custom home design items. Make sure you check out their daily specials on Facebook at facebook.com/WH Farm Cafe or call them at 417-317-4134. WH Farm Cafe, proudly supporting local high school sports.
And we welcome you back as we are here at the halftime show brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. It is a 17-8 Cassville lead here at the half. Sharia Seymour leading the way. She has 7 points for Cassville. Josie Gwynn leading the way for East Newton. She's got 4 at the half. And we talked about this being a defensive struggle. Zach, 5 points in the first quarter for East Newton, 3 in the second quarter, whereas Cassville 8 in the first quarter and 9 in the second quarter. So it really was and has been a defensive struggle.
Yeah, I think both teams are well coached, came into this game prepared. So, like we said, first team to get to 35 is going to win this ball game. And so far it looks like it'll be Cassville, but never know what can happen.
Yeah, a lot can happen once you get into the locker room, as they have the 9-point advantage. I think if you're East Newton, if you can start to get a couple of buckets, feel good about yourself, you might, once you see the ball go through the net a couple times, you might get some momentum.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what the thing was in the first half. They really didn't want to make the shots they wanted to. Didn't do too well at the free throw line either. But I mean, if you make a couple of those shots to start the second half, like you said, turns your confidence around, and you might run away with this. Who knows?
And we did, the game before us that, it was close there at the half, and it took a little bit for Mount Vernon to get rolling. So you could see the same thing happen here is, both these teams probably a little bit nervous coming into the game because it's win or go home at this point. For those seniors on both sides, they're both thinking to themselves, I don't want this to be the last game, high school basketball game I ever play.
Yeah, I think if you're the seniors on these teams, I think you go into the locker room, and when you're done listening to your coach, what he has planned for the second half, I think you talk to your team and you say, hey, look, listen, I know you guys want to win just as bad as I do. I don't want to go home just like you guys don't want to go home. So let's get this thing going and let's move on to the next round.
Winner of this game faces Mount Vernon on Tuesday night. That will be a 7:30 tip time. One minor upset, if you want to call it an upset, a 4-5 matchup is about as even as you can get, so I don't know if you call it an upset, but Lamar with a 9-point victory over Aurora in the first game of the day here this afternoon, and so they will face the number 1 seed Seneca on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock, and then Mount Vernon faces the winner of this contest at 7:30.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that Lamar-Seneca game. Obviously Lamar pulled off the upset today, so you definitely don't know what can happen Tuesday night against Seneca. So we'll see what happens there. And then I think this other game, Mount Vernon versus East Newton or Cassville, I think that'll be a super exciting one. And I think if you're the 1 seed Seneca, I think we talked about it a little bit earlier. You're definitely the favorites in this, but I think Seneca. I think they don't want to play Mount Vernon because I think Mount Vernon's been there before. They've beat Seneca before, obviously, so they know what it takes to get it done. But this is probably one of the best brackets I've seen all around. You never know who can win this. One team might surprise everybody and come out as district champions.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you're showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and KNEO Radio. About 2.5 minutes till the start of the second half. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with that second half. After this, you're watching and listening to high school basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Almost everybody has heard of Jesus, but millions don't really know who he is.
What about you? Do you know who Jesus is? If not, Billy Graham's son, Franklin, can help you out.
The Lord Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God, who came to this earth for your sins, who came on a rescue mission for you, for your soul.
Why do you need to be rescued?
You see, we have been banished from God's presence because of sin. Sin is breaking God's law, and it only takes one infraction.
And now he's waiting for you to accept his gift of forgiveness and surrender your life to him. When you do that, he begins filling you with peace and joy and purpose.
We're talking about a living Christ that can come into your life and heart today and change you.
Would you like to get to know Jesus? Then visit us online at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. And it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A message sponsored by the Sky High Broadcasting Corporation.
Sponsoring the East Newton Patriots is Promised Land Fellowship on the south side of Highway 86 across from East Newton High School. Promised Land Fellowship has services on Sundays at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. They also have children, youth, and adult services on Wednesday nights at 7. Promised Land Fellowship on the south side of 86 Highway across from the high school, proudly supporting the Patriots.
East Newton Patriots is Clicks and More Hardware Store, located in the blue building behind Clicks and More Convenience Store, across the street from the Tri-Way School in Stella, Missouri. Clicks and More Hardware Store has plumbing and electrical supplies, plus rakes, shovels, nails and screws, winterizing materials, tarps, chains, welding supplies, and heaters. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Clicks and More Hardware Store, across the street from the Tri-Way School in Stella, Missouri. Proud to support the Patriots.
And we welcome you back as we get set for the second half. Cassville will get the basketball here to start the second half. Going left to right here on your computer screen, whether you're listening or watching, as McCracken drives to the hole quickly. Shot no good. Scrum for the basketball, and East Newton comes away with it. Cassville in the road uniforms, the road yellows with black trim and black number. Ball thrown away, and then getting back there by Coffey. Top of the key to Brazier. Thought about a three, decides against it for East Newton. It's the 5 starters for East Newton of Brazier, Coffey, Coburn, who pops our right wing 3 short. Cook and Gwynn, and I think it's the same 5 starters for East Newton as Cassville as well. So Cassville with the basketball, they drive, kick it out and around. As Halterman with it for Cassville. Swings it to Bryan. Gets it down low. Turnaround little floater up and in for Riley Morris. She has 5 now. And it's a 19-8 Cassville lead. A right corner 3 is no good for Brazier. Cook saves it. Able to save it to Gwen. Top of the key to Brazier. Brazier drives. Kicks out to Coburn. Right corner to Cook. Cook back out to Coburn. Back out to Brazier. Brazier. Right corner to Coburn. Down low. Back out to Brazier. Brazier free throw line. Drives. Kicks it to Cook. Out to Coburn. Right wing 3 is short. And the rebound to Morris for Cassville. She drives. Right-handed layup too hard. Tipped around. And saving it was Halterman, but saved it right to an East Newton player on the other side. Brazier's runner no good, And the rebound to McCracken for Cassville. Kraken across the midcourt stripe for Cassville. 6 minutes to go here, third quarter of play. The little runner no good for McCracken. Cook comes away with the basketball for East Newton. She's going to get it across the timeline. Swings it to Coburn. Coburn trapped in the corner. Swings it to Gwynn. Left wing three. Rattles home for Josie Gwynn. A big three there for the Lady Patriots. And a timeout by Cassville. 30-second break. 19-11 Cassville. 5:36 to go here in the third on the KNEO Sports Network.
Still Incorporated in Diamond, Missouri is proud to be supporting this portion of the game. They specialize in metal building supplies including residential and commercial garage doors, vinyl siding, plus windows and insulation for commercial and residential. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon. Max Steel Incorporated, located at 17982 Elder Road in Diamond, Missouri, or online at maxsteelinc.com. 417-325-5300.
19-11, the lead for Cassville. 5:36 to go here, third quarter of play. McCracken with it in the backcourt, working against Brazier. Gets it into the front court. As now they swing it to Morris, top of the key. Down low in the post, working through the double team and not getting the shot to fall with Seymour. But she was fouled, so she'll go to the line for two. First team foul on East Newton here in the second half. And the foul on Shaw Coburn, her first.
First Community Bank, Crowder College, Big Nickel, Roof Masters Remodeling, Access Family Care, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, NewMac Electric, and ProLube Maintenance Center sponsoring our broadcast.
The first one swishes through for Seymour. One more coming. That was her 8th point of the contest. And the second one has enough soft of touch, hits the front of the rim and crawls in. So it's back to a 10-point lead for Cassville, 21-11. 5:10 to go here, third quarter. Gwynn thought about another three. Top of the key to Coburn, left wing to Cook. Back out to Coburn. Left corner, Gwynn. It's an open three. Misses it short. And it is off of Madison Halterman of Cassville. So East Newton will get the basketball as they will trigger it in left baseline. Gets it in the corner to Coffey. To Coburn. Coburn drives through the double team. No foul called. And the Halterman comes away with it for Cassville. Now swings it to McCracken. McCracken in the front court working against Cook. Getting walled off on the baseline is Halterman, and a travel on the play. So East Newton gets the basketball back as Kylie Cole checks in for the Lady Patriots. Brazier to bring it up for East Newton. Across the timeline. Working right wing in the corner to Gwynn. Fakes the three. Back out to Brazier. Gwynn has 7 of the 11 for East Newton. Top of the key to Coburn. Coburn. Down low to Gwynn. She's left all alone. Right-handed layup up and in. Nice look there by Shaw Coburn. And it's back to an 8-point advantage, 21-18. Cook tips it. Seymour still has it now into the front court. She drives. Left-handed layup falls out. And a fight for the rebound. Seymour gets it back up and in. She's the first player in double figures. She's got 10. And it's a 23-13 lead for Cassville. 3:40 to go. Left wing three is no good. It missed long by Cole. Ball tipped around to Bryan for Cassville. She's going to go coast to coast. Right-handed layup too strong. Gwynn comes away with it for East Newton. Working 1-on-2. Ball dribbled off of her foot. Or looks like it's off a Cassville foot. So the ball will stay East Newton's. Gwynn to trigger it in left baseline. As they get it into Brazier, left wing side. Top of the key to Cook, almost got it stolen. Right corner to Coburn, trying to get it back top of the key. Brazier able to snag it. Left wing three for Gwynn, and that is pure for Josie Gwynn. She's got 8 in the quarter, 12 for the contest, and the lead's back to 7, 23-16. East Newton coming with some pressure. It's stolen by Gwynn. Gwynn one-on-one against Seymour. Right-handed layup is out. No foul call. It could have been either a charge or a block. On the other end, Morris gets the ball swatted away, but she is fouled by Caitlin Cook. Picks up her second, team second. So Morris will go to the free throw line where she's 3 of 6. And that's where the majority of her points have come from. She has gone. This is the first one short. She was 0 of 2 her first trip, 2 of 2 her second trip, and split the pair her third trip. As Matt Pasley-Burbridge checks in for Cassville. It's the second one up and in for Riley Morris. 24-16 Cassville, 2:40 to go here, third quarter of play. The person you don't want to leave alone is Josie Gwynn. Caitlin Cook going to pop a 3, and that is good for Caitlin Cook, and East Newton is starting to find a groove. It's a 5-point Cassville advantage, 24-19, 2:20 to go here in the third. Halterman's jumper no good. Nice save. The rebound and up, no good there for Morris. Gwynn comes away with it for East Newton. Trying to get it down low. Cook saves it to Cole. Cole working against pressure. Coburn a right wing 3. That's no good. That would have been a big 3 for East Newton if they could have hit it. McCracken with the basketball. East Newton trying to trap. They're able to break through it. Seymour back to McCracken. Right wing. Back to Seymour. She pops a left wing 3, no good. Fight for the rebound for Cook, and they're going to call a foul on Madison McCracken. First team foul on Cassville in the second half, in the first on Marianne McCracken. East Newton trying to cut the lead to 3 or 2 with a bucket here to end the third, or I shouldn't say to end the third, in the third. Coburn with it, swings it to Brazier, left corner Gwynn, it's an open 3, misses it long, and a nice rebound there by Halterman for Cassville. East Newton spending a lot of energy just trying to get back into the contest. Burbridge, ball tipped away by Coburn, but it goes right to McCracken. Her runner is no good, it falls out. Ball stolen away and put in by Riley Morris. So the lead's back to 7, 26-19, 50 seconds to go here. Third quarter, Brazier going to pop a 3, no good. Ball is tipped around, and Marianne McCracken coming away with it for Cassville. Gets it to Seymour. Seymour in the front court for Cassville. Ball stolen away. Coburn with it for East Newton. Working against McCracken. Right-handed layup up and in for Shaw Coburn. She gets her first bucket of the game, and the lead's back to 5, 26-21. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. McCracken back to Seymour. They got to get it across the timeline, and they are able to do that with Halterman. This has been a good third quarter for the Lady Patriots. Can they get a stop here to keep it at 5 going into the fourth quarter of play? With 4 to go in the quarter, Seymour drives. Shot partially blocked. Left-handed layup crawls out to end the quarter for Riley Morris. At the end of 3, Cassville 26, East Newton 21. We have an exciting fourth quarter coming your way in 60 seconds here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Supporter of local high school athletics is GTC Broadband. They would like to wish all the area teams much success both in the classroom and during their athletic competitions. GTC Broadband is located at 126 South Beaver Avenue in Granby, Missouri, and serve customers in the Granby and Diamond area. They offer internet and telephone service to both homes and businesses. To learn more, their website is www.gtcbroadband.net or by phone at 417-472-6211.
Sponsoring the East Newton Patriots is Promised Land Fellowship on the south side of Highway 86 across from East Newton High School. Promised Land Fellowship has services on Sundays at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. They also have children, youth, and adult services on Wednesday nights at 7. Promised Land Fellowship on the south side of 86 Highway across from the high school, proudly supporting the Patriots.
As we get set for the fourth quarter of play, 26-21, Cassville is up, and it will be East Newton basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. Chance to cut it to either 2 or 3 with a made bucket. Gwen to trigger it in. East Newton going right to left here in your fourth quarter of play. Gwen had herself a quarter. She had 8 in that quarter alone. Brazier with it. Free throw line to Cole. Her runner in the lane. Up and in for Kylie Cole. Just like that, it's a 3-point game. 26-23 Cassville. 7:35 to go here in the contest. East Newton outscored Cassville there in the third. 13-9. Right corner with it is Halterman. Back to Seymour. She drives against pressure, no good. Morris, the putback, no good. And they call a foul. Who are they calling it on? They're going to call it on Madison Halterman, her second, team second here in the second half.
Proudly supporting the East Newton Patriots in tonight's game is Newton County Commissioner Alan Cook. To keep up with the latest broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio and follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports.
As we have a situation at the scores table. Not sure what the problem is, but they're trying to figure something out. As Madeline McCracken will come back in for, Marianne McCracken will come back in for Cassville, checking in for Pasley Burbridge. 26-23. East Newton can tie it with a 3. Brazier to Coburn in the right corner, top of the key to Gwen. Back to Brazier, right wing side. Brazier back to Gwen, left wing to Coburn, back to Gwen. Free throw line out to Coburn for the tie, and that's short. Rebound to Ashlyn Bryan for Cassville. They get it across the midcourt line. Back to McCracken. Working it left wing is Seymour. Left corner to Halterman. Back to Seymour, top of the key to McCracken. Free throw line, out right corner, 3, and that's a huge answer for Ashlyn Bryan. And it's back to 6, 29-23, 6:20 to go. Cassville now up 6. Gwen with it for East Newton, swings it to Brazier. Brazier picks up her dribble, back to Gwen, left corner to Coburn. Back top of the key to Brazier. She fakes a 3 and she travels. Picked up her pivot foot. It's Caitlin Cook checking in for East Newton. Coming in for Alyssa Coffey. So East Newton going with their 3-point shooters and a little bit more pressure defense. Seymour gets it across the timeline to Bryan. Down low, trying to get it to Morris. Saved it to Gwen of East Newton. Gwen picks up her dribble to Brazier. Brazier across the midcourt stripe. Brazier gets bumped. as McCracken picks up her second personal, third team foul here in the fourth quarter of play. Gwynn to trigger it in. Gets it in to Brazier. Brazier, top of the key. Working towards the right wing. Back to Gwynn, left wing to Cole. She drives. Gets triple teamed. Got to do something with the basketball, and a timeout by East Newton. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 here on the KNEO Sports Network. Cassville up 29-23, 5:32 to go in the contest.
Supporting the East Newton Patriots is Clicks and More Convenience Store, located across the street from the Triway School in Stella, Missouri. Clicks and More Convenience Store has a laundromat, along with gas and diesel service, plus all your convenience store needs, including an all-day deli that is open for breakfast. They also have Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream. Clicks and More in Stella, Missouri, across from the Triway School, proud to support the East Newton Patriots.
East Newton basketball down 6, 29-23, 5:32 to go. Gwynn to trigger it in left baseline. Work it around to Brazier. Right wing to Gwynn. She pops a right wing three, no good. Cole tips it around, and they call a foul. I think it's on Cassville, which will be the fourth team foul. We'll see who that foul is on. And the foul on Riley Morris, her third. So Gwynn to trigger it in left baseline for East Newton. Gets it into Cole. Cole picks up her dribble, back to Gwynn. Gwynn's jumper is missed, and the rebound to McCracken for Cassville. McCracken across the midcourt line. Swings it to Seymour. Seymour gets a screen set for her by Morris. Top of the key, back to McCracken. McCracken working hard against Brazier. Picks up her dribble. Top of the key to Morris. She pops a rainbow three, no good. And Cook the rebound for East Newton. Gets it to Gwynn in the front court to Cole. Cole working 1-on-3. Brazier fakes the three. Gwynn gonna take a right wing three, and she misses it short. Rebound to McCracken for East Newton. McCracken met at the timeline. A left corner three, no good, and a defensive rebound there by Josie Gwynn. A nice box out as Ashlyn Bryan picks up her second and the team's fifth. Brazier in the front court, swings it to Coburn. Coburn in the corner, gets the ball poked away. Scrum for the basketball, it's a jump ball, and the possession arrow will give it to Cassville. So in a situation like that, Zach, that works like a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, if you're East Newton, you definitely don't want that this late in the game, down by 6. You wanna take care of the ball and start making your shots.
As Seymour in the front or in the back court, playing catch with Bryan. Seymour gets it across, and she has slapped, picked up third team foul on East Newton, and it is going to be the second on Shaw Coburn. If you're East Newton, you need to find a way to get some steals and quickly. As they get it in the backcourt, does Cassville to Seymour. Seymour in the front court to McCracken. McCracken kicking it to down low shot. Not sure if that was a shot attempt or she was trying to pass the ball, but ball goes out of bounds. Back to East Newton as Cassville calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. 29-23 Cassville, 3:52 to go here on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized for delivering quality specialty care safely and effectively. They were recently named a 2017 CareCheck's Top 100 in the nation for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Harper's Kennel of Stella, Missouri is proud to be sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on KNEO. Owned by Judy and Danny Harper, Harper's Kennel of Stella, Missouri specializes in French Bulldogs. For more information, the phone number is 417-628-3083.
East Newton basketball out of the timeout. They're down by 6, 29-23, 3:50 to go here. Regulation time. Brazier with it for East Newton. Swings it to Gwen. Down low to Cole. She drives. Shot swatted away, but a foul on Riley Morris. She just picked up her fourth and team sixth. So Kylie Cole will go to the free throw line for two, and these are two huge free throws for the Lady Patriots.
Access Family Care, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Numac Electric, Pro Lube Maintenance Center, GTC Broadband, Clicks and More Convenience Store, Harper's Kennel, and Mower Pro Plus, sponsoring our broadcast.
So, first one's no good. One more coming here for Cole. As the second one is up, and that one no good either. A good box out there by Sharia Seymour. So the lead stays at 6, 29-23, 3:30 to go. Regulation time. Seymour kicks it right corner to Bryan. Ball stolen away by Brazier. It's a 2-on-1. Cook with it in the front court. Picks up her dribble. Back out to Coburn. Back to Brazier. East Newton ruined the fast break opportunity that they had. Right wing to Coburn. Right corner to Gwen. Down low to Cook. Back out to Coburn. Top of the key three. Rattles home for Shaw Coburn. And just like that, we got ourselves a three-point contest. 29-26. 2:50 to go here. Regulation time. Seymour. Free throw line. Down low to McCracken. Ball tipped out of bounds. And it would have been Cassville basketball. It was a nice effort there by Ashlyn Bryan, but she saved it for no reason. East Newton can tie it with a three. 29-26. 2:39 to go as Pasley Burbridge checks in for Cassville. It's a three-point lead for the Lady Wildcats, who have led throughout. Left wing, Cook to Coburn. Back to Cook for the tie, and that was halfway down, popped out. Offensive rebound to Gwen. Work it around to Brazier. Right corner to Cole. Her three is good, and we are tied at 29. Kylie Cole with the made three, and just like that, we got ourselves a new ball game. 29 up, 2 minutes to go. Cassville, ball poked away. Coburn with it. You feel the momentum changing. Coburn drives in, no shot, fouled before the shot. Seymour picks up the foul. It's her first, team seventh, but because it's before the shot, it's a 1-and-1 coming for Shaw Coburn. As Sharia Seymour needs to check in for the Lady Patriots. It's a 1-and-1. You need the front end if you're East Newton. And it misses. Seymour the rebound for Cassville. We talked about first team to 35 might pick up the victory, and that still holds true. Seymour, right corner to a driver, no good. It goes out of bounds off of Cassville, and it's East Newton basketball. Possessions becoming critical here. Brazier with it for East Newton. Brazier across the timeline. 1:30 to go. East Newton looking for their first lead of the night. Picks up her dribble to Gwen, out to Cook. Right corner three for the lead, no good. And a strong rebound for Riley Morris, who's going to work 1-on-2. She drives, ball rejected off of Shaw Coburn, out of bounds. And Cassville maintains possession as it looked like it would have been a jump ball because she got a lot of ball, but they didn't call it. Bryan to trigger it in, into Seymour. East Newton still has 3 fouls as the jumper is good. A big jumper there by Riley Morris. So they have a 2-point lead. East Newton has 3 fouls to play with. Cole gonna drive. Picks up her dribble. Her floater in the lane is short. And the rebound goes to Morris. And now if you're East Newton, either you need to foul or you need to try and trap. McCracken gets it across the timeline. Ball poked out of bounds. It will stay possession for Cassville. It's Halterman to trigger it in next to the scorers table. Gets it into McCracken. East Newton needs to trap or foul. Driving, left-handed layup too hard by Seymour, out of bounds, and it is off of a Cassville player. East Newton gets the basketball back. We have a timeout by the Lady Patriots. It's a full timeout. 31-29, Cassville, 32.9 to go here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Are you thinking about applying for college? Missouri Southern State University's new MOSO Merit Scholarships will help make your college dreams a reality. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships automatically. Knowledgeable faculty, immersive learning environments, and now MOSO Merit will help you succeed on your path to the future. Learn more at mssu.edu/MOSO Merit. Apply today.
Access Family Care serves all of your healthcare needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org, Women's Health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org, quality, convenient healthcare. Access Family Care medical and dental clinics, building relationships, providing great care.
32.9 seconds to go. East Newton basketball, they're down 2. They have never led in the contest. You have a 2 for the tie, 3 for the win potential. Brazier in the front court. Gets it to Coburn. Top of the key to Cook. Right wing to Cole. Cole back out to Cook with 20 to go. Brazier almost lost it. Got it back. Brazier gonna drive. Kicks it to Cole. Right wing three. It was halfway down and rattles out. And now Brazier needs to foul with 9 seconds to go. That's only the 4th team foul on East Newton. Brazier picks up her second. And if you're East Newton, you have to foul quickly here because you still have 3 fouls to give before any free throws are attempted. McCracken to trigger it in. Trying to get it in, out of bounds, and it is off of a Cassville player. 8.2 seconds to go. It's East Newton basketball, a chance for the tie again. And East Newton going to call the timeout. 31-29, Cassville, 8.2 to go here on the KNEO Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Harper's Kennel of Stella, Missouri is proud to be sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on KNEO. Owned by Judy and Danny Harper, Harper's Kennel of Stella, Missouri specializes in French Bulldogs. For more information, the phone number is 417-628-3083.
.2 seconds to go. A 2 for the tie, a 3 for a potential win. Is McKenna Brazier going to trigger it in right baseline for East Newton. Underneath the basket. Gets it into Coburn with 7 to go. Step back 3 is short. Rebound to Seymour. And they call a jump ball. And Seymour just holding on to it. And the possession arrow favors East Newton. That was about as lackadaisical as you can get. And East Newton has another opportunity. Brazier going to trigger it in left baseline this time. You only need a 2. Trying to get it into Cole. Put it up and the ball is swatted away. What a swat to secure an upset by Riley Morris. Cassville pulls out the victory here. 31-29 your final score. Cassville pulls off the upset. It will be number 6 Cassville and number 2 Mount Vernon in that second semifinal on Tuesday evening. The post-game show brought to you by Roof Masters Remodeling and Crowder College after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Max Steel Incorporated in Diamond, Missouri is proud to be supporting this portion of the game. They specialize in metal building supplies including residential and commercial garage doors, vinyl siding, plus windows and insulation for commercial and residential. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon. Max Steel Incorporated located at 17982 Elder Road in Diamond, Missouri or online at maxsteelinc.com. 417-325-5300.
Away at First Community Bank. Our new Swipe and Save program makes it a lot easier to stash money away into savings. Once you enroll your First Community Bank checking account into the program, your savings will grow every time you swipe any MasterCard debit card that is tied to your checking account. Swipe and Save automatically rounds up each debit card purchase to the nearest dollar and then transfers the change into your savings account. It's that easy. Call or stop by a First Community Bank location for enrollment details.
First Community Bank, member FDIC.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized for delivering quality specialty care safely and effectively. They were recently named a 2017 CareCheck's Top 100 in the nation for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner. WH Farms Cafe at 105 West Market Street in Diamond, Missouri is a proud supporter of high school sports. They are now open Monday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 8 p.m., while Tuesday through Friday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to serve you delicious daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now they offer a mobile food trailer to accommodate all your catering events. Don't forget to step across the room before or after you eat to check out their custom home design items. Make sure you check out their daily specials on Facebook at facebook.com/WH Farm Cafe or call them at 417-317-4134. WH Farm Cafe, proudly supporting local high school sports.
You to hear Billy Graham say this about being a Christian.
I want to tell you, it's not easy to follow Christ. The temptations are tremendous. The pressures on you are tremendous. There are troubles and problems that will arise.
Now, before you get discouraged, there's something else you should know.
In the midst of it, Jesus is with you. And in the midst of it, you can smile. In the midst of it, there will be a joy so deep that you cannot even explain it. In the midst of it will be the assurance that you're ready to die. And if you're ready to die, then you're ready to live.
You can have that same assurance, and someone's ready to talk with you about it right now when you call 888-388-2683. 888-388-2683. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A message sponsored by the Sky High Broadcasting Corporation.
An online vacation rental? If so, you know that the question always looms large whether the place is going to be as nice in person as it was in the pictures. Then the moment of truth comes when you arrive. We're here. There's a much bigger moment of truth coming when you arrive at the end of your life.
The Bible says in Amos 4:12, prepare to meet thy God.
And how exactly do you prepare to meet God? Billy Graham says it starts with surrendering your life to Jesus Christ.
There must be a self-emptying. There must be a repenting of sin. There must be receiving Christ who died on the cross for our sins. Wouldn't you like to have Christ tonight who can forgive the past, give you joy and peace in the present, and change your life for the future? He can do it if you let him.
Learn more about getting to know God from this website. It's findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. And it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A message sponsored by the Sky High Broadcasting Corporation.
And we welcome you back to the postgame show. Postgame show brought to you by Roof Masters Remodeling and Crowder College. Cassville, the 31-29 victory, and it was a little bit different. We talked about first team to 35 might win. It was the first team to 30 that won the game.
Yeah, you know, I think if Riley Morris there jumps any sooner on that ball, I think we're in overtime right now. I think Kylie Cole knocks down that shot, sends us to overtime, and I think we're still playing. But, you know, I mean, super impressive second half by East Newton, you know, only scoring 8 in the first half and then coming out scoring 21 in the second half. So, I mean, they fought all the way till the end of this game. If I'm that coach, I mean, you can't be any prouder. You can't be upset with that performance. I mean, maybe with the first half performance you're a little upset, but the second half, I think your team came out here and battled. Definitely showed they didn't want to go home.
And they were down throughout the contest. They never had a lead in that game, and then obviously trying to hit that little floater in the air to send it to overtime. Unfortunately, did not fall there for Kylie Cole. She had a good second half, really fourth quarter. She scored 5 big points there. Shaw Coburn also had a 3 in the fourth quarter for East Newton as well. But really the third quarter was the one that brought them back, scored 13. But you think about the downfall for this East Newton team, that was the only quarter that they scored in double figures.
Yeah, I think if that first quarter, I think if you hit another bucket or another 2 buckets, you possibly walk out of here with the win. Obviously, I mean, saying Cassville only scored 31 points, and also I think you got to be happy with holding that Cassville team to 31 points. I mean, they were averaging about almost 40 on the season, so I think holding them 31, you can't be disappointed with that. But I mean, if you're Cassville, you're super excited. You know, I mean, you know your girls are battle tested now. I mean, through that tough game, so. We'll see what happens the next round as they play. I think they believe they move on to play Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
So I mean, definitely never know what can happen in that game. So we'll see.
Yeah, that one will be an interesting one Tuesday night. The semifinals are set for Tuesday night. Number 1, Seneca against number 5, Lamar in the first game at 6 o'clock. Number 2, Mount Vernon faces number 6, Cassville in the second contest at 7:30. And you think about this is why you love district basketball so much, Zach. You think about it, 2 of the 3 higher seeds advanced here tonight. You had a 4-5 upset, the 5 seed Lamar won, and then the 3-6 upset, the 6 seed Cassville won. And that's why you love district basketball, especially this district. A lot of different teams can come away with a victory, and it was proven here today.
Yeah, I think coming into districts, obviously everybody's kind of top 2 teams. You're expecting them to play for the district championship, but you got a 6 seed and a 5 seed playing the 1 and 2 seed now, so you never know. Lamar could upset Seneca, Cassville could upset Mount Vernon, and you could have a 5-6 playing for it. Who knows?
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport, help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and KNEO Radio. Leading scorer for East Newton, not really a surprise, and she's the one that led the comeback. Josie Gwynn, the only player in double figures with 12. On the flip side for Cassville, 11 for Sharia Seymour and 10 for Riley Morris. And she came alive in the second half. She had 7 points, and then obviously that big swat there at the buzzer to preserve a victory.
Yeah, Josie was really impressed. I've got a chance to watch her a couple times. Got to watch her in the Holiday Classic. And I believe I got to watch her here with you maybe when they played Seneca. And she's really impressive. Like I said, she can shoot. She was in 3-point contest, Holiday Classic, almost came out and won that thing. But she was super impressive. Obviously leading the comeback, like you said. So, and I think she's only a junior. So I think East Newton gets her 1 more year. And on the flip side, Cassville, the 2 bigger girls are the ones that led the way, which I think you got to expect. Obviously, you came in with the size advantage, so obviously you're going to feed the ball down inside to your big girls.
Like we said, semifinal Tuesday is scheduled. Monday night, the boys' action tips off. The East Newton boys actually have the bye to Thursday night, so you will not see that game until Thursday. The East Newton boys play Thursday night against the winner of Monette and Mount Vernon Thursday at 6 o'clock. That game will be live on KNEO 91.7 FM. We'll also have that live video feed for you at kneo.org. Obviously, Misha fees charge $10 to watch that contest next Thursday night. But that will do it here for us this evening as Cassville pulls off the upset 31-29, the final score. For Zach Bertrand, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca, Missouri. Your post-game show brought to you by Roof Masters Remodeling and Crowder College. Thank you so much for watching and listening